An old, outdated ride and area are being removed from Thorpe Park. Another tiny log flume like this is being built at a major theme park in the UK. And a sizably larger water ride is potentially being removed at the Yorkshire theme park with that travesty in it. That and more has happened this past week in theme parks. We are back again for a short edition of this past week in theme parks. Of course, last week I did say that the news is never endless. It never is. It's either there's loads of news or there's nothing. And this week is somewhere in the middle. We've got average news consumption this week, fellas. And what I have to report on is mostly removals and additions for the future, which is pretty much everything I talk about on this bloody series. And it is all very interesting, so be sure to watch till the end. And if you do enjoy staying up to date with the latest theme park news in the UK, then please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. So the past week in theme parks, what has happened? And every single episode I seem to do an update on 2 specific projects happening next year, so I'm going to do it again. I get deja vu every time. The construction of the brand new Nemesis is well underway. Of course, right now we are at a bit of a halt track-wise because the new pieces that they need remanufacturing haven't come back from Ohio yet. But considering we're only a few days off of the final day of the season at Alton Towers, it's sad times. What I wanted to talk about is the fact that last year, of course, we got the huge announcement on the final day in the fireworks show that it was going to be the Nemesis closing and we should go over there and have a look at this complex beast. And I wanted to discuss the possibility of something like that happening again this year. I doubt we're going to see something saying it's reopening, guys, because oh my god, we never knew that. Obviously, in an ideal world, we'd all run up to Nemesis and it'd start testing, but that's obviously not going to happen. So if there is the slight chance of an announcement being made on the final day, I'm going to say now it might be the name of the brand new Nemesis, because in all honesty, that's the only thing they can really announce about it or showcase from it, because if they test it again, it's just going to fly off the tracks. Considering the other big project in the UK has already had the name and logo released, why not do it for this? Although, can you imagine they just sit there and say, go home now, bye-bye? I wouldn't complain at that, to be honest. And speaking of that other project happening in the kingdom, Hyperia is well underway as well, and this time, there's no delays in track, because it's going up fast. The huge outer bank thing that's going to like sort of twist you all the way to the ground, that is finally complete, and my god, it looks insane. The fact we have a ride of this caliber coming to a theme park in Surrey, bonkers. And I did actually get to see them building some of that element in person, and it does look massive. It looks huge. And along with that, in certain images, you can see they've put some supports around that final couple turns of the ride, so that will probably be the next bit to go in, and that's not very tall, but it will still look very cool. Yeah, that should be the next part of the track to be installed. You see, I am a construction schedule expert, and I'm extremely excited for that next year, as I am for the brand new mini log flume coming to Paultons Park in 2024. Set to be located in the Lost Kingdom area, this mini log flume is going to be much like Drayton Manor's Thomas and Percy's Submarine Splash, which I didn't manage to ride. I got spotted by it. It was closed the day I went. And considering when we first saw the signs it said brand new ride 2024 splashing into Lost Kingdom, I sort of was like, oh my god, it's going to be a huge water flat ride or something. We couldn't be more wrong. At least it's an addition, okay? But no, jokes aside, for this park's demographic, it is the perfect fit for that area. You've got 2 very well themed Vacomosauruses, a little flat ride, a little travelling ride, and now a mini log flume in that one area itself. So it's just perfect. Absolutely amazing. And speaking of changes, if we head back to Thorpe Park, we've had a few different things announced as to what's happening next year, and now we have another bombshell that's hit. We're going to be getting a brand new area in place and sort of rethemed from the old, outdated Angry Birds Land. It's about time, thank the Lord. The area, of course, was home to Angry Birds 4D, the Wild Hog Dodgems, and Detonator. Next year, it's going to be changing to something completely different. I just can't believe a mobile game that died in like 2016 lasted another 7 years as an area at Thorpe Park. Well, what do we know about this brand new area that's coming then? First of all, the park have confirmed that the area will not be an IP. If you don't know what IP means, it means it's not going to be sort of a game again, or a film, or a game, or a game. No, it's going to be Thorpe Park's own creation, so it'll probably turn into an all year round scare zone. Not only have they confirmed that it's their own area, it's also going to mean that the rides will stay. Detonator, the second best flat ride on the park, is not going anywhere. Either way, Thorpe Park has a lot of changes next year, and I'm very excited to see them. But another change happening further up north, and this is a very interesting update. We may be seeing the removal of an old water chute ride at Flamingo Land in Yorkshire, that being the Lost River ride. And the day before Hero All Day, I actually went on it, and it was the strangest and quietest log flume I think I've ever been on. You genuinely just go around that first part of the ride in complete silence. It's quite funny. And during all that silence, you're slowly building up to this main big drop here. And that's pretty much the whole ride. But what has shocked me quite a lot is the fact that there's images now of them destroying and demolishing that main drop. I mean, from my memory, Flamingo Land doesn't have many water rides, so to get rid of a big flume... And the question is, why is this being removed? And as always, enthusiasts have got hold of it, and the speculation has run wild. There's rumours at the minute saying it's just going to be removed, or that it's going to get revamped and refurbished, or that it's just getting a decrease in height on that main drop. Which, if it's getting removed, perfect, good plot for a new ride. If it's being refurbished, please give it some audio. And if the whole drop being decreased in size thing is true, why? It's just going to make it less enjoyable, surely. It's like halving the tidal wave drop height. Like, it would just be pointless. But yeah, as much as it's a fan favourite for a lot of people, I do kind of hope it's just getting removed, because I can imagine them replacing that with something a whole lot better. But if it stays true to the rumours, I wouldn't be surprised if it is just a refurbishment. But I hope it gets removed. Sorry, Flamingo Land fans, don't hurt me, please. What do you think of it all? Leave it in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe. Good morning.